they get a grip on you. They get a grip on your eye. They're evocative. People have an emotional reaction to a sailing ship. And if you want to keep it for very long, you take care of it. You can avoid doing that, but not for very long. My name is Noah Barnes. I am the captain of the schooner Stephen Tabor. My folks bought the Tabor when I was 6, 1979. And so I became a schooner brat at that point, I guess you call them, and sailed on and off throughout my young life and went away for a while, and then I came home because it seemed like the right thing to do when my folks retired, and I took over the Tabor from them. And that was 13 years ago now. Many of these vessels began as merchant vessels or fishing vessels or cargo vessels of one stripe or another. Some have been purpose-built for this industry, but they're all traditional style vessels, many as old as nearly 150 years now, 146 years for a few of them. If you have a large wooden sailing vessel and you're not independently wealthy, then you have a couple of choices. You have to make it work one way or another, and you can have a school ship, or you can have the public come on board and give you some money and you take them sailing. And the main windjammer fleet up here has opted for the latter. The process of getting a windjammer ready for sailing season is lengthy. And it is detail-oriented. I guess I could liken it to opening a new restaurant every year. Everything must be taken apart. Everything that works has to be taken apart. Cleaned, greased, put back together. Blocks. 80, 90 blocks or more in a traditional sailing vessel. Every piece of line has to be gone over. You know, it's just something that happens in the course of the life of your vessel, that you're going to have to replace things, and you should do it at the beginning of the season rather than having it take itself down sometime in the middle. So you're always thinking about things like that. Every surface has to be sanded and painted. And if it gets painted, it has to get painted once or twice. If it's varnished, you might have to varnish it 8 or 9 or 12 times. Taking care of the metal work, making sure it gets taken down to bright metal, etched, primed, painted, every time, every year, every surface. Everything has to be cleaned really well. The things that have to be oiled have to be oiled. Maintaining a wooden vessel, it's a labor of love, and you have to enjoy the way it makes you feel, and you have to enjoy the way it looks. And the result is a beautiful living thing. It's not a one-man job, and you must have a crew, and you must have a good crew. You must have a crew that works well together. There's no room for that's not my job, or, you know, such and such didn't work as hard as I did, so I'm going to take it easy for a second. It's a small team, and you want the team to be as one, and spending time on vessels, like anybody who does my job knows, it's just not worth it if it's not a happy ship. You need a crew that works well together, so you hire personalities that are going to mesh well, hopefully. And then you have outfitting season to try them out, because it's long and it's frustrating and it's physically difficult and arduous. And so by the time guests show up, hopefully your team is the team. It's the team you would parachute into the wilderness with. It's the team. And that's one of the things I love most about this job. Having a new crew, maybe 1 or 2 have stayed and are with you, so there's a little continuity. But having a crew that develops its own dynamic and its own sense of fun and keeps you laughing, it's a fun job when you do it correctly. And so that's one of the things I love most about it. I get to hire people I like. It's nice to be able to put your team together and have that be the folks that you want to go to sea with. It's a great group. It's a great group. I would I'd trust any of them with my life.